Assalamu alaikum, guys. I hope you're doing well. I am very much under the weather right now, and I've been meaning to make a video talking about something that's been on my mind and bothering me for a while now. But there's always one excuse or another. Just like right now, I don't have my microphone. But I was like, this is why I'm always putting off making videos. Let me just do it, even though right now I'm reminiscing on the times when I could breathe through my nose and life was great because I didn't have a headache, runny nose, stuffy nose, sore throat, pressure in my ears, teeth pain, jaw pain all at once. But I don't know what it is. It's something about when you're sick that makes you really look back on life and think about all the times where you were perfectly fine and you chose not to do something. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. I really hate the weather because it's so hot out in August. And at home, I feel like the walls are eating me up inside. But then if I go outside, it's just so hot and there are mosquitoes everywhere. And I don't really know what to do because if I'm at home, I feel like the walls are eating me up. And if I'm outside, it's just hot. Unless I go to the mall. But then being in the mall, yes, there's AC, but there's also a lot of food and desserts and stuff. And I've really fallen off my diet. And it's not just about weight loss, but it's like my labs, they really get affected when I don't eat properly. Like, let's say if I'm eating a lot of desserts and drinking soda and eating a lot of junk food, like my uric acid will go up, for instance. And it's just so hard because everyone my age is just eating whatever they want and they don't really think about it. But for me, I feel like I have to stick to a certain diet or else my health gets affected, my labs get affected, and then I go down that rabbit hole and I start overthinking, and it's just not a fun way to live. But unfortunately, those are my circumstances because I live with chronic disease, and I've had all these complications after I had my child, and it just comes with the territory. And I keep telling myself that there are people who have it worse. There are people who have worse diseases out there, who live under worse circumstances, and that I should be grateful and I shouldn't complain so much. I shouldn't let it bother me. But the fact of the matter is that I'm still only human, and I guess since I'm a millennial, I still feel like a kid deep down, even though I'm not a kid. I have my own kid. But I don't know how the video turned into this. I don't even know what I was supposed to talk about. But yeah, whenever you're sick, you think about these things. I mean, the thing is, I'm kind of like sick all the time now for the last few years. Meaning, like, I wake up with a headache, my blood pressure is high. I have a lot on my mind just thinking about my health. But, you know, when you're actually sick with a cold and you can't breathe and stuff on top of it, it's just the worst combination. And it gets you thinking about what's really important in life. And obviously, your health is most important because without health, you don't have anything else. But at the same time, there are other things that are important in life too. And I would say money is important to a certain extent because you can alleviate a lot of your worries and troubles with money. But it's hard because I feel like my whole life I was a geek and I went to school and I did well and I studied in a major that I was told was a good major, and I graduated with honors. And then when I actually worked, I didn't like it, and it's hard to find like a unicorn job in the field. But I just feel like I made the wrong decision with that too. But again, how are you going to know at age 18 what you want to do for the rest of your life? I don't know. Like, I'm having like a midlife crisis. I feel like I should go back to school, study something, become something that I've always wanted to be, but at the same time I'm like, there's a time and place for everything. I don't know if that's appropriate for me to do right now. Like, I have a kid, I have my own family. If I go back to school, that means I have to leave my kid with someone while I go and study. And I don't know if you guys know, but I did like 2 years of Alamiya studies from home. The first year was very rough because I was a geek, a perfectionist. I wanted to do everything, like get hundreds and 90s and whatever. In the second year, I went to another institute, which was so expensive, and it was horrible. Like, let's just say, like, I regret that second year, but that's besides the point. And yeah, that's not something I want to do while I have a child that I'm raising, because I feel like I should be giving my child my time right now. But at the same time, when you see other people, you're like, oh, they're doing it all. Why can't I do it all? But again, it's comparison is the thief. Comparison is the thief of joy. Whatever, don't compare yourself to other people. My brain is like lagging right now. But it's so hard not to do that. I just deactivated my Instagram today because I'm kind of getting tired of seeing people and what they're doing. And also it pisses me off because like I see my so-called loved ones, what they're up to, but they can't even reply to a text message. It's just really rude. Or if you're going through something and they don't reach out, they don't check in, or they don't take time out of their day to just stop by and see someone who's sick in the hospital, yeah, that pisses me off. Because if the tables were turned and if they were in my shoes, or whatever situation I'm talking about, like if their loved one was hospitalized and I didn't go to visit or I didn't check in, yeah, I'm sure they would be complaining. And it's not even about trying to give yourself importance. It's more like, okay, that just shows me where we stand. That just shows me that you don't care, because if you cared, you would have done something without me having to ask you for it. So how do I even bring it up to someone and tell them that what they did hurt me, or what they didn't do, for that matter? Because at that point, it feels like you're begging for respect. And if you beg for respect or love, there's no point in that. I don't know. I just, this year kind of showed me a lot about people. I think a lot of times we make excuses for people. We write off their bad behavior. We say maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're going through XYZ. Maybe it's because their dad died, or this or that, or whatever. Let me cut them some slack. But the funny part is when I see these people in person, they act like they're your best friend or everything's fine and nothing happened. Meanwhile, they'll be saying some out-of-pocket stuff in the family group chat, making you feel horrible about yourself over things that are not even your fault. And I just don't get that. It's very hard for me to call people out. I feel like if they're gonna say or do something to make me feel uncomfortable, make me cry, make me upset when I didn't do anything wrong, why can't I be more like them? Why can't I just put them on the spot and be like, who are you talking about? Or what do you mean by that? Or they don't reply to my text, be like, hey, did you get my message? Is your phone working? You know? I wish I could do that. That's something that I need to work on. I mean, I went off on my older cousin the other day. She's like 7 years older than me. And it's because I got triggered. And I just don't know, why is it that I was able to go off on her and tell her how I actually feel, but with my other side of my family, which is my mom's side of the family, why can't I just tell them straight up how I'm feeling? Why is it that I was always under the impression that we're so close, we grew up so close, we grew up like siblings, yeah, but then like I can't even tell them the truth about what I'm feeling. I think 20 times about it before I say anything, when in reality we should be close in the sense that I should be able to say everything without thinking about it so much. But yeah, I don't know where this video is going. I'm just like word vomit right now. And yeah, if you guys have any advice or tips, or if anyone's going through something similar, please let me know. I went from money and school and all this to personal relationship stuff. Yeah, so I don't even know what I would want to be if I went back to school. My husband always talks about becoming a doctor, and when I was younger, I always said I would become a doctor or a teacher. But the thing is, as I got older, I saw that teachers didn't get any respect in schools, and doctor, I just felt like was a long path, and I was worried about when would I get married, when would I have kids, yada yada. And also I was scared of needles and blood. But dude, you just have to get through the medical school and the internship and whatever rotations. And I don't think you even draw blood or do anything with injections and needles, even in residency, let alone when you're practicing. So yeah, I don't know if medical school is something I'd be able to do now. And also I feel like with everything I've been through in life, I don't think I have the patience to kind of sit and study all day like I used to. I feel like I wasted all my brains and energy and patience on whatever I studied in college, which I regret was such a waste of time, energy, money, stress, everything. I was too hard on myself. I just wanted to be perfect all the time and felt like, I don't know, I thought like I had to be perfect. I still struggle with that, the need to be perfect and never make a mistake. I don't know why. So I think I kind of like YouTube because I come on here and say whatever and I don't have to think about it too much. I mean, initially, yes, I was thinking about it too much, but this is prime example, exhibit A of what I mean by not thinking too much because I'm just sitting here and talking to you guys. There's a lot of stuff that I need to work on to improve as a person. I'm trying to break out from being a people pleaser, and I want to be able to speak up more for myself and for my family. And I'm tired of people taking my kindness for weakness. I'm tired of people acting like they're the only ones who have the right to respect or kindness and that everyone else is just a doormat. I'm tired of people and their double standards. I'm tired of people and the hypocrisy. I'm tired of people and their self-entitlement and how they feel like they're entitled to everything, and when it comes to them, yeah, they don't reciprocate. I'm just tired of people being so selfish, and I think we need to bring back, inconveniencing ourselves for other people, for people we supposedly love. Because if you love someone, you claim you do, or you claim that you guys are close, but you're not there for them in their time of need, I don't really know what your definition of being close is or what you define as love. I mean, actions speak louder than words. And yeah, when the actions aren't there, the words don't mean anything. And I don't think communication is key, but rather that comprehension is key, because you could keep talking to someone and explaining something to them, but if they don't understand or they don't want to understand, it's like talking to a brick wall. And there's no point in that communication. So yeah. Sorry, I don't have a mic. Sorry, I'm rambling. I don't know what's going on right now, but just give me some grace. All right. I hope you guys are doing better than I am. And talk soon. Assalamu alaikum.